So as I'm sitting and reacting to the Eternals trailer, I see this. It looks like Aaron Taylor Johnson is gonna play Kraven the Hunter. That's like a turn right out of left field, so let's break it down.
The Eternal Fate.
Alright guys, so it says Sony's Kraven the Hunter movie cast Aaron Taylor Johnson as the titular Spider-Man villain. It's like another one of those castings that Sony and Marvel like to do where you don't really like ever think of it, but then you kind of look and you're like, I could totally see it. I mean, look at that. There is kind of an uncanny resemblance there. He could totally play a young Kraven, but okay, let's continue here. It says even after pairing up with Marvel Studios to reboot Spider-Man as part of the MCU, Sony Pictures once again began developing plans for more Marvel movies set in their own universe. This ever started with Venom in 2018, and currently has Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and Morbius scheduled to release in theaters in 2021 and 2022, respectively. Sony's ambitions for the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters extend far beyond this, though, as several other Spider-Man adjacent characters have movies in development. So, before I continue on in the article, I mean, this is just a crazy casting, but I'm very excited for it and excited to see what Aaron Taylor Johnson brings to the role, and I want to see Kraven face off against Spider-Man. This is how I know Spider-Man No Way Home has to have the multiverse in it, because look at what's going on here. Like, they're building up their own Spider-Man universe, and why? Because they're going to connect it all in like it's going to be like the most connected, multiverse ever seen in movies. It's going to be like the first multiverse that spreads across franchises, and the first real multiverse that just puts a connected thread in all Marvel movies. I think it's going to be completely revolutionary, and I think this could lead to Kraven facing off against Tom Holland's Peter Parker, maybe even in Andrew Garfield's universe. There's just so much potential. I mean, I'm so excited for this. It says Kraven the Hunter is one of the many Spider-Man villains that Sony has spent time working to build a solo movie around. This came after heavy rumors that Kraven would be the villain in Spider-Man No Way Home, which I thought too. I thought they were going to base it off Kraven's Last Hunt. But Sony made progress on the Kraven solo movie when they hired Triple Frontier's J.C. Chandor to direct the standalone movie in late 2020. This left many to continue to fan cast who could play the deadly Spider-Man foe tied to several classic Spidey comic stories, with casting calls reportedly showing Sony's interest in a Joel Kinnaman type. Not really sure who that is. So yeah, it kind of goes on to just talk about his roles, other movie roles that he's played, and talking about his latest high-profile roles in other movies. There were rumors that Sony approached Keanu Reeves for the role, which would have been cool, but there definitely is something to seeing like all these big name actors and big roles in comic book movies. I think it's definitely a lot better at this point to cast more unknown actors, and that's kind of crazy because I've kind of come a long way from thinking like Triple H should have played Thor back in 2011. Now I think that probably would have been the wrong move, although he did, in my opinion, look pretty perfect to play Thor. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about Aaron Taylor Johnson playing Kraven the Hunter. I think this is going to be potentially really good and could set up something potentially really exciting in Tom Holland's future as Spider-Man. So that's all I have for this video. As always, if you guys are new here, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. I post all kinds of nerdy content all the time, ranging from Marvel to Star Wars to DC, pretty much anything that I'm passionate about in the realm of pop culture and comic books, movies, video games, all that stuff. So with all that being said, until the next video, be safe and stay well, guys. Bye-bye.
I failed my mission and now I'm working with the enemy. And I can't even get that right. I have apparently hurt Amethyst